Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you checking out this Toro Recycler 2010. We had done a video on this, or a couple of them. This was a $20 machine that I got in a group of two. I paid $40 for a Craftsman regular pusher. Delta Airlines needs to quiet their engines down. So the deal on this thing, automatic choke, springs all screwed up, overfilled on oil. We had a lot of oil saturated in the pleats. What else on this thing? The deck had been kind of bleached out. So I've messed with this thing for a few hours already today. I took my paint and I actually painted the gas can. It was kind of cloudy here in the back. I went around and did the engine case, cleaned the carb. The washer on the bowl was almost non-existent. The bowl gasket was kind of crushed. I used the same throttle slash governor spring. What else? We had gotten rid of the torch plug that was on it and put a Briggs plug from another engine. So we got to go through this and finish it up. It needs gas. I've already done an oil change on it. I've got the bowl gasket. The bowl's been off a couple of times. I saw some channel lock scratches on it. You can see the bowl gasket here is cracked and kind of flattened out right there. So we got a couple of hawks running through the trees here. You hear all that squealing. They're after something. So let me put my backing plate on. We'll finish this thing up. Got a new air filter for it. A new gasket for the back of the backing plate. So I kind of went through this thing with the recoil off, degreased it. This thing was so caked up with oil. I spent quite a bit of time degreasing it, let it dry in the sun, painted it, went through the head bolts, tightened those up. They were all loose. The thing I got to do next is do the blade, sharpen the blade. I'm hoping this thing starts. Remember the issue with this thing? It had a fluctuating idle and it was running rich. So we still may have a running issue. I don't know. We're going to find out here momentarily if just some basic maintenance helped us out. I did find, like I said in the last video, some of this tin here was rubbing the flywheel, kind of scoured up the flywheel. Somebody had been in here and they didn't put this sheet metal where it should have been. Kind of curious if this thing's going to run better. I sure hope it does. Like I said, I spent a lot of time on this today. Had somebody come out and bought a exact replica of this, the 20331. That's the model, Toro model. I had it for 200, just a standard pusher, no bag. They gave me 180 for it. So I was happy with that. You can actually see the engine number on this thing now because I spray painted the little lip here. The 126 Tango 02-0299 Bravo 1 100611659, it looks like. 8th month, 16th day of 2010. Put some regular Lowe's gloss black on the muffler. It had some surface rust, so this thing's going to burn off the paint. It's going to smoke here at startup. I didn't use grill black. You remember all the bleaching here. This was just my oil spill from the oil change. It's got fresh oil. We'll have to service the front end drive system. I just want to see if this thing is going to sound better, run better. I got some non-ethanol fuel with stable, 2.5 gallons with 1 ounce of stable. Try not to spill any on my new black spray paint on the tank. So this thing needed some basic maintenance. I grabbed the bull nut gasket kit. I think they were Tecumseh's. It looked like it would fit on the Briggs, so hopefully that doesn't leak. I think there's 2 different size paper gaskets, and I don't feel any weeping, so that might be good. I guess we got to try it. Still no leaking, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull on this. I got to put the fuel cap on it. Where's the fuel cap? It's right here in front of me. Yep, just covered the bottom of the tank, so that should be good enough. We let it sit long enough. The bowl should be full, no weeping. Okay, somewhat pleased. We still have some smoke burning. I think it's oil. We got some hot paint burning off the muffler still, which is understandable. So I can let this thing idle once you guys go to the kitchen and see if it stops burning oil. So I seem to get rid of the running issue. No more clicking, it shut down. We took care of that sheet metal tingy sound. Southwest is leaving. And I don't see any leaking from the bowl. So overall, I would say I'm satisfied with this $20 machine. It needs, like I said, the blade needs to be sharpened. The front end's engaging. I just want to grease up the wheels, all the wheels. Now, is this the one with the bent back wheel here? Yep, that's got to be changed out. Scrapper may have threw another refrigerator on it and cracked the plastic here, so no sweat. I'm going to go in my scrap wheel section and grab another matching wheel. So what do you think for 20 bucks? I just sold the other one for 180, but it looked nicer than this. This here's kind of faded on the paint. I had it for 200. He says, what about 160? I'm like, no, I'll do 180. And he broke out the money, so that was a good deal. My son and I were recently at Ollie's. Ollie's is like Big Lots, if you guys have that. I've been picking up these big cans of primer. $2.99, great price on this Duplicolor high build. And they had this Black & Decker spray paint. First time I've seen it in there. It was a little pricey, but not as much as Walmart. What'd they pay? $4.99 a can. It kind of looked like Toro red, so I grabbed it. They're just calling it red or Roja. Just looking at the cap, it's kind of red burgundy maybe. So I've yet to color match this. So I figured I'd grab a couple of cans and see if I like it. What else? I guess that's all. This turned out how I wanted it to. Running a whole lot better. Like I said, we need the back wheel and we need the blade sharpened, and I'll do the maintenance for the front wheel drive. 20 bucks. Got a couple of gaskets in it, an air filter. So I'm happy. I was going to be bummed if we still had that running issue. I forgot to tell you, I told you when I was going to remove the recoil, I removed the nut for the flywheel. The keyway was perfectly centered where it should. There was no shearing of the keyway, so we must have had an issue with carburation running rich. So they did not strike a stationary object. We kind of looked at the blade in the last video and it seemed to be straight and not bent. You guys have a good day today. Appreciate you coming out. I'm thankful, like I said, this 2010 turned out in a positive fashion. I'll finish cleaning this thing up and take a picture of it. Maybe I can get 180 for it like this last one. I'll try 200. It always gives you wiggle room, and then I'll knock it down to 180. So yeah, I think season's here, or the beginning of season. People are reaching out looking for mowers. It's not like August, but we're gonna be there pretty shortly. August, all hell breaks loose. Right now, the smart people are buying and getting ready for season. Tip your waitress and wait staff. That's all I got for you. You guys have a good day. Thanks for coming out. Go to Ollie's. They always have new and exciting crap. Yep. Black & Decker brand. Made in USA. Stanley Black & Decker. Doesn't say who made it. Okay, see you guys. Adios, amigos.